Hey, what's going on? You know who it is. You know what it is. All right, you guys, peep game. I really feel as black people, we really need to be focusing on this. I already didn't blew those Asians out the water with they lying asses about but I got some more ether for them because I'm gonna keep exposing them for the lying frauds that they are, and for them exaggerating and trying to just single out black people for these so-called attacks. Here's the thing. I ain't heard about no casualties, but they sure done been casualties when it comes to black people in the police and and other attacks. But I'm gonna talk about that later on. But I need to talk about this young man by the name of, I think his name is Shamarian Humphrey. Shamarian, good grief. Anyway, this incident happened in Plato, Texas. Once again, Plato, Texas. That's the same area where the other young man was racially profiled and harassed by the police after he refused to ride home. Um, the police chief, who happened to be, uh, a black dude, I could say he a token or a figurehead or what you would call a display Negro, but we'll we'll get to that towards the end of the video. But there is a very disturbing incident that happened with this young man by the name of Shamarian Humphrey, where basically a video has surfaced of him being hazed, harassed, you know, um, just bullied, and I'm gonna get to this whole thing about the so-called good school and good area stuff because to a certain degree, I'm gonna have to give y'all some real food for thought on that. That is definitely what you would call a cautionary buyer beware tale. But in case you guys don't know, he had been getting harassed in school, getting teased, getting just disrespected to just unbelievable heights. And the school, based off this latest incident that they consider a off-campus incident, which they say they can't do nothing about it, which to a certain degree, that's a damn lie. If Les Miles can lose his job for an incident that happened at another college, alleged incident at that, then basically the school can do something. Now, the question is, where is the parents of these snow creatures that did what they did to Shamarian Humphrey? And then I got to ask another question, where is his father in all this? But apparently he went over a sleepover and basically some kids teased him. They made him drink urine and they just flat out tortured him and was calling him all type of N words and the other F word that don't rhyme with buck. It rhymes with hag. Okay. So basically this video is surfaced and the mother is saying that nobody is willing to do nothing. Nobody is trying to help. Um, at the end of the day, those punks, those pieces of shits, they should go to jail. This is flat out a hate crime. You know, of course, this story isn't making nationwide news because basically nationwide news is too busy trying to, vilify black people as the culprits for these so-called attacks on Asians. At the end of the day, we need to set our sights on our own people, on our own youth. You know, now apparently the mother decided to move over there and she put him in a primarily white school, the so-called good school. Well, look at what's happening to him going to this so-called good school. I'm going to say this to black people. Y'all got to be careful with that. I know that y'all feel like your child don't have a chance being in the school that's in the so-called hood or the urban area, but to a certain degree, that's not necessarily true neither, because it's sort of like a catch-22. You say you want him to get a better education, but then you taking him to these schools that's primarily white, and basically they know it's more them than it is us, and they can get away with more shit than they could being in a school that's quote unquote in the hood. They know they wouldn't be able to get away with that. But this is what I keep telling y'all. Now who's gonna help this young man out? This young man is gonna need therapy. He's gonna be damaged. He needs to get therapy. He needs help. And the question is, where is his father? And I don't want to hear this stuff about, well, he probably don't want to be involved. A lot of times you have these situations where the mother don't want the father involved, because a lot of black women, and I have to say this, a lot, not all, have this thing where they feel like they have to be the man and the woman in a relationship. They feel like they can play both roles. I keep trying to tell y'all black women gonna have to get it through y'all head. You cannot be the man and the woman when it comes to raising a child. You only can be the mother. Like I said, this young man gonna grow up fucked up. Okay? He's been tormented. He's been damaged. He needs therapy. And this is one of the things that we elect not to do when our child go through a traumatic experience in our community. We don't want to get them help. We sit up there and open up the Bible and pray and thinking that's gonna make everything better. Okay, you can pray and that's cool, but at the same time, you need to get some earthly help too. Okay? Now, I can't say on this video what I would have did had they done that to my kid, and y'all already know why. But I can tell you this much: there would be some get back had that been done to my kid. That's despicable. Now I wonder if these so-called, these so-called liberals and all them type of people gonna go out and try to find these people. Where are the parents of those fucking devils that did that to this young man? Where they at? But like I keep saying, y'all need to understand something. You don't have to go running to the suburbs. You can find a well-off, diversified neighborhood. They have diversified schools. Most of these schools have programs, or they let you be able to live pretty much wherever you want, as long as you can come to school and not call off. They'll let you, you don't have to live within the district to go to the schools. So like I said, when you call yourself putting your kids in these so-called all white schools or primarily white school, this is the risk you take. There's no such thing as safety. You know what I'm saying? Or being away, you know what I'm saying? Or being in a safer environment. You go moving up to the suburbs, they have all kind of shit going on in the suburbs, in the hills and all that type of shit. They just ain't out, they just not vocal about it. They're low key. But like I said, look what happened running to the suburbs. Look what happened going to a so-called good school. You know what I'm saying? I need y'all to understand how disgusting that is. They made him drink urine. Okay? And was calling him the N-word. And once again, I keep telling y'all, why do y'all cape and support and try to justify white people using that word? Okay, there's no such thing as a hood pass. There ain't no such thing as a barbecue. None of that bullshit. There's no such thing as my cool white friend. For real. Stop trying to justify that bullshit. I keep trying to tell y'all this. We don't have no allies. We don't have no friends. That's being proven time and time again. I mean, you could choose not to listen, and you're going to learn the hard way. I need y'all to understand this. Once again, they tortured him. They have been harassing him at school, calling him all kind of F words, calling him all kind of N words, just bullying him. And like I said, nobody did nothing. The school has done nothing. They don't want to do nothing. Okay? The mother's crying out for help. Okay, well, cool. We want to help. But then don't sit up there. If we try to help y'all, then you sit up there and turn right back around because they give you a check with a whole bunch of zeros. Oh, well, I don't think this was an issue of race. Oh, I don't think this is a hate crime. This is why we don't help sometimes. Because we don't want to sit up here and fight for y'all and then y'all turn around and undermine us. This is a flat out hate crime. It ain't none of this bridging the gap. It ain't nothing we can learn from this. Look, it's 2021. If we ain't united now, we ain't ever going to be united. It ain't nothing nobody can do. White people are set in their ways. No matter how much they try to pretend like they different from past generations, they all the same. And like I said, as black people, we need to stop giving these motherfuckers passes. And we need to be vocal, and we need to stop letting them get away with this shit. Like I said, once again, if you a black man or a black woman that let a person that ain't black openly use the N-word in front of you and you don't check them or slap the fuck out of them, you the problem. You the problem. You need to look at yourself. But then again, you the same type of person that always got smoke for somebody that don't look like you. You'll go out of your way to defend somebody that don't look like you. But then when it comes to defending somebody that look like you, then all of a sudden, and then at the same time, you will let somebody that don't look like you make you feel guilty about wanting to help somebody that look like you. So I'm just saying, at the end of the day, I want to help. I really do. Because like I said, I think they got to GoFundMe. I'm going to look and see, because at the end of the day, this young man is damaged and he needs help. So we need to try to help fix him. And those punks, they need to be arrested. And to a certain degree, I think they need to be tried as adults. But we know that ain't going to happen because they got, the complexion protection. They under the, complexion protection program. And the black chief, people need to call him and get on his ass. For real. Do something, Negro. This your boy Town Biz. I'm out.